Alright, and we are back now. We are back now for a new qualifying session as the lobby had to be restarted because of some technical issues, which apparently are plaguing LRC as of today.
Yep,
But
definitely the theme.
yeah, yeah. I mean, at least it's gonna allow some drivers to try and get a good quali lap in again, and it's gonna allow us to catch the whole qualifying session, which maybe in the end is not that bad. Uh, so yeah, let's see if both Christopher Garthus, and Colin, also Lolo, can replicate their laps, because those were actually very good laps. And yeah, if they manage to replicate or do better, I think they're gonna offer us quite a cool starting grade for the race. So yeah, very eager to see that.
Yep, as we know, Christopher was the pole sitter for last quali session, but now with another chance for I think it was Kizio and the AlphaTauri of Lolo, they definitely looked fast. So who knows? Will Christopher retain his pole, or will Lolo and Kizio think something else about it?
Yeah, let's see. I mean, Christopher really showed a lot of pace, and yeah, but I mean, maybe a few of the other performers can try and get closer to both him and basically the top three of that quali. So yeah, and we see we have Leland in the chat asking if Balta is in the grid, and yes, he is. No flipping way. Balta also one that underperformed in the previous qualifying session, which now he's gonna have a chance of redeeming itself. Some insider information told me that he has been blocked in quali, so that is something we'll have to check. And yeah, it looks like the Red Bulls are the first ones that will be starting a lap, so I'll go on board with Colin here to watch him start his lap, and we'll see how he does it. Let's see how he manages to be that fast.
Yeah.
Right, and as he heads into the turn one, going into second gear, struggling to get the traction down there, but managing to not lose too much time as he goes a bit off track to maximize the whole track width, hitting the apex perfectly there, getting onto the exit curb. Not as much as some of the tier 1 guys were doing yesterday, but still getting some pretty good lines in. We see a lot of yellow flags everywhere on the track map to allow some people to get past. And it looks like Colin just left the session.
Oh.
So we can't really look at his lap anymore, I would guess.
Someone's still. Sorry for interrupting, but someone is still on. I think that's German beat. He spun, and that's an invalidated lap. So have to go again.
Yeah, that is bad for him. Yeah, as we can see there on the mini-map, the track is red, so invalidated lap for him.
I'm with Christopher Garthus. He set the fastest sector, but obviously it doesn't matter because no one else has set a lap. But obviously other people are on laps, so I'm on board with him. Maybe he'll keep us going for this qualifying session.
Yeah, exactly. We know he's gonna be the benchmark for quali most likely if he manages to do everything as intended. And it looks like he's having a pretty good lap until now. Let's see if he's improving. Yeah, we can't really see that unfortunately yet. But Kiesel signs the first lap with a 1:28.7. Pretty good first lap. So let's see if Garthus manages to beat Kiesel as he heads onto the last straight. And yeah, puts it in P1 with a 1:28.599. So officially a 28.5, but almost 28.6. So that was a pretty good lap from him. I expect all the laps to get faster as the qualifying session goes on. But for now, it looks like a pretty good lap from him.
But now I'm on board with the German beat, who after that spin now will get going again. Just at his lap of the day. So there we go, through the left-hander. Nicely done. No choke limits. Not touching the apex through those turns, and now he goes to the chicane. If someone's gone off track there, it won't affect German beat's lap. Yep, all well through the chicane as he now opens the RS. And now through the flat out turn 12, right-hander, as one of the McLarens moves out the way. It's Katashi. Full send down the straight up until turn 14. And it's going to be another flat down through the straight. As the DRS opens now, and he sets a 129.2, which puts him P4. So touching distance within a pole.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, pretty satisfactory first lap for Phil. I would assume he is looking also to improve quite a bit on his second run. But yeah, in the meantime, I think we can take a look at Lolo, who will probably be already in his lap. And he definitely is. We're looking a bit there in turn 10. Heading now into the DRS straight. And braking over the curb, hitting the apex perfectly there. Cutting the track wherever he can. Holding on to that 6th gear. Slowing down the car perfectly there. Getting very good rotation on the exit there. That is gonna lead us to the finishing line. And that is gonna be AP1.
P1.
Very good lap from Lolo there. 28.4. Excellent lap from him. We wouldn't expect anything else compared to what is shown us during the first qualifying session. So really good job there from Lolo.
And also an interesting fact, he has improved on his time from last qualifying. His last time was a 28.498. He's now set at 28.459. So definitely looks more ramped up in his qualifying session. And yeah, see how it goes.
Yeah, a bit more practice. That is definitely always something that helps, I would guess. Yeah, for those drivers. But now someone who has been unfortunately disconnected and just came back is Colin, who is now on a fast lap. So we'll ride on board with him and see how he does on his first lap. He's gonna have less time than the others to improve. Oh, as he seems to be still having trouble with connection. It might even be his AI driving. Yep.
And there you go.
And he's left the
again.
session. Yeah, he's left the session again.
Yeah, it disappoints me because I think he does look a fast driver, but well, network is network, and that's how life goes, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So that gives us the opportunity to look at Zoxon, someone who, not getting the best turn 10 there. Someone who's probably looking to prove his place again. After a Season 5 that was really good from him, showed consistency in Tier 2. As Colin joins us again. And Zoxon there on 8th gear somehow. So I'm not too sure what is going on there. If he's even in a fast lap, no he's not. So I would assume he's readying up for an actual fast lap or going into the pits to get a new set of softs.
Yeah.
Alright, we can now then look at Big Jossa, the Ferrari driver here. Will try to post the fastest first lap he can, down into turn 2, to gear 2, sorry. to maximize the rotation mid-corner. Seeming to get the apex pretty well there. Let's see how he takes turn 10. The very fast entry there, but I mean, managing to do everything perfectly. As we have our pole sitter that actually just left the session.
Oh, a lot of connection problems today.
Yeah, looks like no one is safe with Codemasters, but
Yep.
here we are. Big Jossa taking the inside line there, mounting the curb. Taking a good corner there. Taking the apex. Wanting to stay as much off track as he can. Getting a very good last corner, not going as wide as some of the tier 1 people were doing. But let's see where that puts him. P4. Yeah.
Before, yeah, very good improvement. As now I'm on board with Christopher, looking to improve on his time.
Already
the
3/10
front
down.
Yep. You set to purple sector 2 though. As I just noticed, Lolo's hundredth, 1/10 up, but can he now improve on this lap? And his last time was a 28.1. It's going to be a 28.0. Very good lap by Christopher.
28-0. Wow.
Almost into 27s.
Yeah, I mean, if we're crossing into the 27s, that will be a very good testament of the pace of this grid. I mean, with Christopher Gartus being a reserve driver, of course, it's gonna be, yeah, always a bit of a question if we're gonna see him for the next races. But still, yeah, being here racing with tier 2 and showing that pace is really promising for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and he has improved on his last time, which was a 28.165, and as you can see, a 28.098. So it's definite improvement. Maybe he can sneak into the 27s if he gets a new set of soft tires.
Yeah, and I think now we're slowly but surely reaching the time of the quali session where everyone gets into the pits to get a new set of softs in, get fresh new grippy softs to get the most amount of grip during their hot lap. And it looks like Colin is still having trouble with his connection, but hopefully being able to join back and post a lap. I think we can, let's see, Marincello has invalidated his lap, so no point on watching him, but we can watch perhaps though, in the AlphaTauri.
Yep, as you watch perhaps, just seeing Phil almost get into the barriers.
Yeah. Oh, but perhaps opting to pit, so we can go to Phil. Phil not on a hot lap as well, just in his hot lap. So, as I was saying, everyone probably just heading into the pits at this moment. Same for Coolest. And everyone is going to be into the pits to get a new pair of softs.
Yep. So 5 minutes of this qualifying session left. It's going to be an all blast to the finish line.
Yep. Now, I think the battle for P4 is gonna be really fierce because we have there Kiesel with a high 7, a high 28.7, followed by Jossa with a 0.8, a Cooper with a 0.8, and Balta with a 0.8 as well. And Phil maybe looking to get into that top 4 as well. So top 4 I think is gonna be where the real battle is gonna be at for the last round of this quali.
Ooh, Christopher Gorthus is retired from the session.
Okay, looking to make a bit of a statement now.
Yep, he's definitely. I think he's safe. I think he's for pole, but we'll have to see if he's right. Because Kvyatbona, I think, is maybe improving. If you're going to set a purple sector, he isn't. He's actually 3/10 down on the pole lap. He just needs a bit of a great sector 3 to at least make it P2. as he now comes down to the final corner. He's going to belt it down the straight with the DRS open, and he's going to pit.
Yeah, he's gonna pit, so we're gonna go back to Kateshi, which is 3 tenths down on his lap. So I would put him on a provisional P11, I would believe. Let's see how he manages to improve his last sector now. Now heading into the last corner. Mounting the curb, maybe a bit wide on the apex, but still managing to get the power down perfectly. Let's see where that puts him, and that is a very respectable P8 there. So looking to battle with Phil in the later stages of this quali.
Yep, quite the improvement. And as you were commentating Kateshi's lap, Lolo has also retired from the qualifying session. So this is a big chance for Kizio to grab pole here.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, does he have the pace though to get it? That is the question, because being 4 tenths from P2 and 7 tenths from P1. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy job for him.
Yeah, but he's going to have to take quite a miracle lap for that to happen. In 27s, in the Insta 27s at least, but we'll see what he has to do. Maybe you can grab P2? Who knows? As we now tick down to 2 minutes for this qualifying session.
Yep, and we go on board with Go Drover, a full-time driver here for Alpine, teaming up with Shilnade. So we'll look at what he can do here. No, it doesn't seem to be on a fast lap, so... yeah, I guess that is gonna be his lap done. We're gonna look at perhaps who seems to be on a fast lap. Yeah, he is indeed the AlphaTauri driver here, who is teaming up with Lolo. Down into second gear there for the airpin. Heading into the back straight. A bit wide on the apex there. Getting into the exit curve pretty well. Let's see if he mounts this curve just like the top runners did. No, he doesn't. So we see very different lines here between all the drivers. As he heads into the last corner. Looking to mount that curb and hitting the apex there. Let's see if he manages to get an improvement. And it is an improvement he did. P11, right behind Riccardo Gabetti by 1/10. Sorry, 1 millisecond. Cooper not on a lap either. Let's see if Phil is not on a lap. Yes, he is. Barely up on his delta, so he's going to be looking to improve his last run of this qualifying session. Ooh, getting a bit shaky there on the exit. With a 28.9 temporarily. Let's see if he can improve and get the better here of the people up until top 4. He's looking for a pretty good quali to start the race in the best way he can. The runner-up to the Tier 2 Championship last season. Really wants to make amends this season, and let's see if he is going to be in a good spot to do so. No, he does improve a bit, but that is not enough to put him inside the top 4. So... yeah. 28.9.
Yep, and now Kizil is now on his lap. We'll see. Can he take P2 or, miraculously, can he take pole? Because he does have a big chance of it.
Yeah, we'll have to keep a close eye on the deltas in each sector, I guess.
Right, yep, no errors to the chicane, although I did see a bit of shaking. Don't think it was a lock-up though. But as he now approaches turn 11, I think it is. Yep, turn 11. Ooh, a bit shaky through there. That's definitely going to put a dent in his time. I think he's back. I don't know if he's backed off.
Still down though. He was down 2.5 tenths from his lap. So that is looking like an improvement for him.
As Big Yossa takes P3 from him.
Very good lap from Big Yossa. Let's now go back to Kizil.
Yeah, now there we go. Almost across the line. DRS open. He will take P2. He's in the front row then.
Wow, very good job there from Kizil with a 28.3. Damn. Okay, well, as we said then, he had the... Well, I doubted he would have the pace to get P2, but you said he would, and yeah, you are right. P2 here for Kizil, the Polish driver here getting a very respectable time here. I mean, The competition is going to be really fierce at the start of this race, especially with Gartus and Lolo. But yeah, it looks like this has just made us, yeah, just witness one of the best laps we've seen recently in Bahrain.
Yep, definitely a massive improvement. It'll definitely be a massive statement for the race. I think we'll have a great lead for. I think we'll have a great battle for the lead for Bahrain, and
Yeah.
it'll make it even more better because it's the opening race of the season. So who knows what will happen?
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but for now, Phil would be, I think, my pick for another performance here in the quali. I mean, he has told me before that it was not, that Bahrain is not his best track, but yeah, let's go now and just do the rundown real quick of this. So Christopher gets pole here, really well done with a 4/10 advantage or 3/10 advantage on Kiesel. Kiesel with a very respectable P2 here, followed by Lolo with a 28.4, getting the last step of the provisional podium. Let's see how the race goes. Big Jossa there P4, followed by Cooper, AJ, Gabetti, Balta, Phil Malone here on the performance, as we said, P9. P10 for XDLOL, 11 for Kateshi, followed by Perhaps, Blazer, Marichello, Gojover, Coolest, Nade, Zoxon with the last quali time, and Colin, who has not been able to put a time in quali. So that is gonna create a very, very interesting start for the race. And yeah, now is strategy talk. What do you think we're gonna see in this race, Kvyatbona? What do you think is gonna be the main choice of starting tire for this race?
I don't know really. I think mostly I'll go with mediums and then a hard and so maybe we'll see 1 stops or 2 stops if people plan to go on soft because I know in Bahrain there's usually soft and after that it's either soft medium or soft medium soft if you want to go at the end for a fastest lap. Yeah, I mean that's just what I think. I don't really know much on strategy, but we'll see what these guys will think up.
Yeah, I mean, to be completely honest, I think the soft is gonna be the tire they're gonna discard the fastest. Maybe we're gonna see a few of the drivers start on the softs too, to try and get rid of it like instantly, to not have to use it because it is not durable at all on this track due to the sheer nature of the track. I mean, it puts a lot of strain onto the rear tires. So I would assume most people are gonna start on hards and mediums, which we'll have the confirmation right now. Yes, we only have 3 starters with the softs. One of them being Christopher Garthus, sitting in P1 in pole after an exceptional lap. Then we have in P7 Riccardo Gabetti with the softs as well, followed by Balta with the softs. So I would assume all of these drivers are going to try a double stop, probably going for a soft medium medium or a soft medium soft, depending on the tire allocation that they chose. But a soft hard is also possible, so I guess we're going to see what the drivers choose to do.
Yeah, I think what Christopher Garthus is thinking, set off as quickly as possible, build a huge gap, because we do know the pace he has, as we saw in qualifying. Hit, and then, try and hold on for the lead of the race.
Yep, most definitely. I mean, if he manages to pull a 1 second gap in the first 3 laps of the race, it's going to be really valuable for him, as he, of course, will not have to worry about DRS behind him. So, yeah, already a bit of a position swap here between Blazer and Perhaps, and also involving Gojover. But yeah, I think all of those soft runners are gonna have to work hard in the first laps of this race. And yeah, Gabetti with surprisingly not too good of a quali. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really important for all the 3 of them to actually, yeah, make use of that additional grip at the start.
Yeah. Obviously coming off from a pretty intense pre-season race, I'm definitely very excited to see what the first race of the season has in store for us.
Yep, and now there's gonna be a big challenge as well for Colin, starting on the medium tire, looking probably to go for the classic medium hard. if nothing bad happens. And he's gonna, yeah, try to make as much heroes as he can. As we see an AlphaTauri there spun out, and that was perhaps. So, very interesting way to warm up your tires. But now we're gonna go on board with Christopher Garthus for the start of this race. Just waiting for the last cars to
Yep,
get it on the grid. And now we're waiting for the lights. And it seems like the positions have swapped temporarily again.
Yeah.
We have Garthus here with... Let's see, let's look at the start then. Okay, it is a good start here from Garthus. As we see, Kiesel not getting the best of starts on the hard tire. And Big Johnson going for the move already in turn 1. Let's see if he tries... If he manages to do the switchback. Oh, and big crash ahead with Kiesel. Kiesel spun out. And as reset on track, the stewards will probably look at that. But that is already a yellow flag with Lolo as well involved. One of the fastest drivers we have on this grid. Yeah. But let's go back now to P4 ahead, because there's going to be a bit of a battle here between Balta, sorry, and AJ. Heading into this turn. It does look for the move. And
there's a lot about I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
What I want to say, both Lolo and who is it? Yeah, Kiesel, both drivers who started P2 and P3 are now all the way down to the grid. Kiesel making up some places, and Garthus already in lap 1 has pulled a 2.3 second gap on Big Yossa. So his soft mind is definitely working well, and I think that strategy will also work well for him.
Yeah, impressive start there by him. I mean, especially capitalizing on the soft tire, and especially with all the chaos that happened in turn 1. Of course, that would have profited him massively. So now let's see if he can get away with it. As we have AJ now, I met Balta pretty close too, perhaps. Let's see if he goes for the move here on the Finnish driver. It looks like a pretty easy move here for him. As he gets the inside, let's look now at perhaps and see if he can keep up with Balta. Balta having a lot of grip there outside of that corner thanks to the soft tire. And let's look behind at Colin and Marinkello here having a bit of a scrap, and Kiesel and Nade also fighting quite a bit there. There's a position swap here between perhaps and Coolest. Oh, and Coolest going for the inside. Now, which turns into the outside. Very great battle there between both of them. Respectful battle.
Yep.
And Phil goes for it. Phil goes for the move on Coolest. As Coolest had a bit of contact there. Didn't seem to unsettle Phil too much though. Which is for the better there for Phil Malone. Was looking to go for the move here on, perhaps opting for the inside, where we've seen a bit of contact for the previous races here. And yeah, that is a move done for Phil.
Yep, the fight going on here. So we are definitely in for a nice race. As now no close battles just yet, but there will definitely be a close battle. And I thought those were the Red Bulls going side by side, but that's not. As perhaps will he look for a move down the inside? He won't. He'll have to wait for the straight. We're not. Oh, perhaps goes wide. Very wide. That's going to allow Blazer to go ahead. So now the DRS is enabled. We're on DRS laps. And definitely lots of fights going here. Colin and Cooley side by side. Guess the move done three wide almost. A bit of contact. And the DRS now opens. With perhaps it's going to be a three wide down into this corner. Are they going to no contact? There's no contact, which is.
There is contact.
Oh, there's a spin. Little spin.
Colin tangling there with Coolest. Oh, that is not going to be good for Coolest's race, nor Colin's race. Colin was looking to progress through the field. It's not going to be an easy task now. Let's hope he doesn't have damage though. Now we must look at Kiesel, who is getting dangerously close to Marinkello and perhaps ahead. A driver that is really fast and who's probably going to be looking to get a move done pretty quickly.
Yep,
Oh, talking of moves done, perhaps fighting here with Blazer and getting the better exit there. So it looks like perhaps he's gonna be able to hang around the outside there. Let's... Oh, getting really close.
That is very close.
Really close there.
Thought Blazer would spin out there, but turns out that's not the case. But as Marinkello definitely breathing down perhaps his neck. Oh, he's gonna try it, but obviously that squeezed off at the right time.
And we see already Blazer playing DRS games, wins perhaps, and losing out in that game as perhaps as the DRS Open, and Blazer doesn't, and consequently just loses like 3-4 positions because of this.
Look at Kvyatbona though. He's made up the whole lot of them.
He did get past all of them.
Yep, from behind all of those, and now ahead of the pack. Definitely very, very nice thinking from Kvyatbona, and he's definitely moving up the field faster than anticipated.
Yeah, capitalizing on his pace advantage, so I mean, really well done here from Kvyatbona, getting P8, but now he's gonna have a lot of work ahead of him to get past, to catch back to Phil, because there's a 3-second gap between both of them, and yeah, it's not gonna be easy for him. Now, let me just go back at the back of the field here, as we see Zoxen pretty close to Shinlade. Maybe not close enough to go for a move. No, losing a bit on the exit. But Colin maybe getting close here to Coolest. And I know to move on the British driver. Let's see if he manages to do so on the next straight.
Yep, speaking of the back of the grid, I just want to mention Lolo, who I think started he started P3. He's at P17, is not made up of much positions. So obviously a disappointing moment for him.
And he goes for it.
Oh yep, goes down the inside and takes it. And I think he probably has the DRS. Or will he?
Yeah.
Yep, he has DRS, so he will have an advantage over Coolest. So a very neat move done by Colin. As now we see Marinkello under pressure from Blazer. Blazer gets the move done, simple as.
Yep, really clean move, well done here. And Marinkello probably looking to get past Blazer as fast as he can, opening the DRS. Maybe diving down into the inside here. And he does so. Making contact though with Blazer there, setting him a bit wide. Losing the rear as well for him, so not the clearest of fights at the moment.
Side by side.
Yeah, good side by side there. Oh, and both of the Red Bulls almost making contact as well. Oh, a lot of fighting behind. Let's look at this from this view, with Colin always having a few cars around him, so not the easiest of fights to navigate. But so far he's doing a good job. Oh,
as we see, and there's now Fatari. It's perhaps.
Oh, that's perhaps. That is perhaps.
Yep, and as perhaps spun, I think Coolest almost made a move, and that's a virtual safety car.
Oh, that is really unlucky there for perhaps having a great start to this race, but doing what he did in Formation Lap, so spinning. And yeah, he's gonna have to fix the wing.
Yeah, he's. I think he is missing his front wing. I don't know, not seen.
Yep, he's missing his entire front wing.
Oh, so yeah, very unlucky for perhaps.
Yeah, and as the racing resumes, and let's look now at AJ getting the better of Riccardo Gabetti here, going for the move and still getting DRS. So yeah, getting an easy move done here into turn 1. Really well done here by AJ.
Yep, Gabetti, I think he was caught sleeping, but he does have the soft tyre disadvantage, as he has not on 5 laps. He gets the DRS, but I don't think he'll be anywhere near enough to make a move on AJ.
And big fight here, sorry to interrupt, but a big fight here between Lade, Coolest and Gojover.
Yeah, a lot of fighting at the back of the grid.
Yeah.
No, it's not 4 points. Still.
Oh, going for the move. Who is that, Alpine? Oh no, and he causes a crash.
Yeah,
here.
both the Alpine teammates collide.
Oh,
any damage looking? No, but
it doesn't look like it somehow.
Yeah, but that's definitely going to cause a row in the Alpine representative office.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, not the best of moves there from what looked like to be Gojover here for going for the move. I mean, especially on your teammate, you would want to provide clean racing to the both of us, of them. But yeah, as we see now, it looks like Coolest and Lolo getting really close to each other.
But he's still going for it though, Nadewell. He makes the move on his teammate. So yeah, something happening at Alpine over here. We're
And
able
we see,
to.
we see again, sorry to interrupt, but there's fighting all over the place here. Coolest and Blazer always super close to each other, followed by Lolo, looking to get some progression going on towards the front of the pack, but it's proving difficult here for Lolo.
Yep, as now Bolter makes the move on Riccardo Gabetti, who is dropping off. The soft tires is definitely dropping off, as maybe now with Christopher Garthis all the way in front, he will start to drop off now. Big Yoss is definitely making a bit of gap on him. He's improving, and he'll catch up. But obviously, Garthis will definitely think of pitting in some point of this race.
Yeah, it's looking like a lot of small battles everywhere, but Blazer here getting really close again to Coolest, and Coolest looking to probably just progress ahead and try to catch up back to Marincello. But talking of Marincello,
Colin, I think Colin has made contact with Marincello.
Yeah, it did spin. It did. I think with a fight with Marincello.
Yeah. As Lolo making them. Oh, he's done an Alonso. Lolo is he going to overtake Blazer? He does overtake Blazer. What a move that is from Lolo.
I didn't quite catch it, but
yeah,
I'm sure it was a good move.
Yeah, definitely a good move. I'll clip it right now, actually.
We have also now Blazer, I guess, looking to follow him, to follow Lolo as close as he can to try and get the move done again on him. But Lolo proving again that he has the pace. He has the pace, but it will take more than pace. It will take racecraft as well to get past Coolest. And Coolest being one of the best defending drivers on the grid, maybe not going to be the easiest.
Yeah, but as I said a few laps ago, he wasn't really catching up. He wasn't really getting pace. But now, as you can see, almost in touching distance within the points, as he now tries to overtake Coolest with the DRS on the straight. They are side by side, but Coolest backs out of the battle and.
And he gets stopped by Blazer behind.
Yeah, but Blazer came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not the best racecraft we've seen from Blazer, but hopefully both of those drivers do not gather any damage during those fights.
Yeah.
But a driver that has been performing well and we haven't talked too much about is Cooper. Cooper is still alive. I mean, a driver that has a reputation of DNFing quite often and getting involved in dirty battles quite a bit is doing really well. I mean, sitting in P6 with a very respectable pace, consistency is looking very great for him. Plus with the medium tire, not the fastest tire, he's doing really great at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. From my experiences, I know that Cooper does DNF quite a lot. Yeah, now speaking of qualifying and stuff, we should look at the position change with Lolo and Kateshi tied with the most positions lost, which is for Lolo isn't surprising after that turn 1 mishaps.
Yeah, that is really unlucky as well for Kateshi. Oh, seems to having a bit of trouble also still on the exit of that corner, so maybe a strange setup maybe for him, maybe a bit of a twitchy rear, maybe it's not feeling really comfortable here, Kateshi.
Yeah.
Which is quite unfortunate, but it looks like we'll have something more fortunate to look at, which is Zoxon getting really close here to Blazer. Zoxon looking to prove that consistency usually pays off, as it did last season. Let's see if I can consistently keep close here to Blazer and maybe even get past him. That would be very good for him.
Yep.
So we see a swap in positions at the back. No, that is just Kateshi pitting. So what is he pitting into? He's pitting into mediums.
He is pitting into mediums and the front wing change. I don't think his front wing was damaged or something, but
yep,
maybe.
Oh, and we have fight here again between Blazer and Zoxon. A bit of contact involving both of the drivers, but Zoxon trying his best to get past Blazer, but not working well so far. So it's gonna be a tough one for him. So now at this point you wonder, when are the soft runners going to pit? Because with 8 laps in them, I would assume their tires are starting to fall off. And for Gabetti and Balta, it's imperative to actually get a... Oh, talking of Cooper. Sorry, let me get back to Cooper here. And Gabetti. Yeah, it's imperative for Gabetti to get to just maximize his grip throughout the whole race.
Because Blazer pits on the mediums.
So,
On the mediums and goes on to... What is that tire?
Hards.
The hards. So he definitely... I think he's planning a long run. And as he fixes his front wing as well, so... Don't know what happened. I don't know. There wasn't really any yellow flags. And 2 drivers in the space of a lap fixed their front wing.
yeah, but that was probably just the result of some fights
Yeah.
with Zoxel and other drivers, mainly also Coolest.
But also talking of the soft, Christopher Garther's doing a really good job on the stint. He's pulled now 6.3 seconds ahead of Big Yossa. Very good thing from him.
Yeah, really great pace from him, and as we see, he has still 86% of battery, so he hasn't even been using battery, so yeah, really great job on him. Yeah, until now, just a splendid performance, something we expected in his pace in quali, but it's always hard to pull it off during the race. But for now, he's having a very good time at the front.
Yep, quite the consistent pace, as now the closest battle on track is between Lolo and Marinkello. Marinkello, I think he's been dropping off some positions lately, but we'll see what Lolo makes of this. As now, he's almost side by side. I think almost made contact there, but as now he gets DRS on the straight and we'll just get the move done just like that.
Yep.
Or will they be side by side? No, they won't. And Lolo definitely now picking up some more pace as he did. And off to chase down Kvyatbona.
Oh, and Marinkello making a big mistake there, losing more than a second instantly after turn 1, so maybe struggling to get out of traction already on his hard tires, which would be quite surprising. But that will allow us to watch Phil getting really close to Riccardo Gabetti, two of the drivers that have been fighting last season for the championship in Tier 2. So let's take a look at that, and Gabetti will most likely be suffering and flashing as well. Gabetti is already flashing. So Gabetti is struggling with his tires and his battery at the moment.
Yep, he has 30% battery.
Yep, it's not looking great for him.
Yep, so Phil will definitely have the bigger advantage.
Oh, and making a mistake. Yeah, making a bit of a mistake, which will allow Phil to follow him closely. And Phil is not going to waste too much battery here. He's just looking to get close to Gabetti and probably just go for the move down this DRS straight.
Yeah, but you don't really see much moves down turn 13 as now Garth's pit and Phil Malone will make the move just like that.
Yep, really good job from Phil, really good management.
But yeah, Gabetti is definitely struggling on those soft tires as we definitely saw Garth's pit and the battery as well, so maybe a pit on this lap, who knows.
Let's see, but for now it looks like, yeah, it's prompting more people to pit. We see Coolest as well in the pits going for the hards, and the same goes for Colin. So we're gonna have here another battle between both of them, even after the pit.
Yeah.
But another battle we need to take a look at is Kiesel here, who's getting really, really close to Gabetti. Gabetti's tires falling off a cliff at the moment.
Yep. Almost thought of making the move down in that chicane at turn 10, but we'll bear a bit.
Yeah, but Kiesel struggling as well on the battery, so he's flashing already, which will make it more difficult for him to get past on the straights.
Yeah. He's going to think of making a move down at turn 12. No. Obviously, I think he'll be saving it for the straight, which is understandable. As here he goes now, using Gabetti using his battery as is Kvyatbona. Here we go then, down the straight. Who has the less battery? It's going to, it doesn't really matter anyways because Gabetti now pits after suffering on the soft tires for quite a bit.
And that is Balta and Gabetti in the pits, so now we're gonna see what they choose to go for. And Balta looking to go for the mediums, doing a soft medium. So can he go until the end on those tires is my question.
We'll have to wait and see. As while you were doing that, the two Aston Martins were battling up until turn 1. They were side by side, but Phil Malone is getting the better of Cooper right now.
Yeah, sorry, as I missed this, as I pressed a button by accident, but we're all good. I bet those guys will be fighting a bit more still. Either gonna be fighting or getting really close to each other, so we're gonna have to see. But there's a fight right now between Coolest and Colin, and ooh, Coolest getting his nose in there. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna try and get past him as fast as he can.
They were definitely rubbing wheels there.
Oh, maybe a bit of contact there between both of them.
Ooh, is there going to be a bit of an overtake here for Coolest? There isn't.
Oh, there is not in that section.
Yep. So you just see moves down that.
Yep, Coolest not losing a bit of time here in the fast sections, as it looks like he is using a bit of a lower wing setup compared to Colin.
Ooh, there's a bit of a lockup for Colin.
Yep. That will allow Coolest to get closer to him, thanks to DRS as well. But we have a fight here between... no, we have no fight. It's just Cooper pitting, finally. Getting rid of those medium tires and going, I would assume, to the hard tire. Let's take a look. Yeah. Yes, he's going to the hard tire. So we can now come back to the fight we had at hand between Coolest and Colin. Yeah, but he's lost quite a bit of ground, so let's look at Colin's battery level is around 30%, whereas Coolest is similar battery levels here, so it should not be too much of a problem here for Coolest to gain some ground back.
Oh, he was thinking of a dive bomb down to turn 1. I saw that.
Yep.
While that was happening, Christopher Garther showing excellent pace, set the fastest lap on the mediums, and he will make the move down with Kvyatbona and Phil.
Looking for a double overtake here, but thinking better of it, and yeah, just going for the move on Kvyatbona.
Oh, I think he's side by side with Phil.
Trying to set up for a switchback as well.
Yep.
Getting really close.
Unreal pace at the moment. He is. Will he make the move? He'll think better of it as he just goes behind. As now they reach the end of turn 15, and Christopher's got him.
He did get him, and Phil pits.
Yeah, Phil almost couldn't pit because Christopher Garthers was side by side with him. So yeah.
Yep, we now need to take a look here at the two Williams teammates getting really close to each other. Mr. Zoxon and Gabetti, Riccardo Gabetti. Zoxon probably pitting right now. No, not pitting yet, so just letting Riccardo Gabetti go. I would assume so. I don't think they will be fighting for now, as it doesn't look like a good thing for him.
Yeah.
As we see Big Jossa getting out of the pits at the same time that the Williams cross the line. And, we need to look at Marinkello going side by side with Lolo there. Getting really close to each other. Really close to each other. And Marinkello flashing at the moment. So it's going to be more difficult for him to keep Lolo behind him.
Yeah, Lolo has a lot of battery. So a huge barrier advantage for him. But yeah, I think Marinkello probably did a great move. Just didn't catch it in time.
Yeah, as we were looking at the fights at the back, but we have Balta now really close to him and opting for the right-hand side here to set up for the outside for the next corner. Let's see if he manages to get the move done. Oh!
He has done it, he has done it.
Really great move here by Balta on the new mediums as well.
Yeah. Okay, so to give the rundown of who hasn't stopped, AJ at the front, Kvyatbona now stops. Marinkello hasn't stopped, Lolo hasn't stopped, and Zoxon also has not stopped. So I think with Kvyatbona, he's trying to maybe do an undercut on Lolo because Lolo does have a lot of pace, but
Lolo was just being overtaken by Gabetti here into the last corner, and we have another fight at hand. Sorry for interrupting, but we have Balta and Marinkello here fighting. Marichello not having stopped yet is gonna find himself at a big disadvantage grip-wise. So, of course, Balta will get the better of him. And Balta, for now, yeah, looking at a pretty solid P3 temporarily.
Yeah. And also P2 because AJ has not stopped yet. A virtual P2, that is.
Yep. And Jose, you're going for the inside on Lolo. Going for a very ballsy move there. Lolo not looking to get involved in incidents right before pitting. Because Lolo will essentially need to pit pretty fast for a new set of tires, be it mediums or softs.
Yep. As Kateshi all the way at the back picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll definitely put an impact on his race.
Yeah, for sure. Now let's look again at Riccardo Gabetti and Marichello swapping places, and Gabetti gets the move done. So good job on him.
As Phil is now side by side with Lolo and gets the move done, and I think Kizio also side by side with Lolo. There's a bit of contact.
Oh, a lot of contact here.
A lot of. Oh, they're bumping wheels. Oh, they've got Kizio already ahead. Lolo losing 3 places in a few corners.
And Phil got the move done on Zoxon as well, it looks like.
Yeah, Phil really rampant now with the new hard.
Yeah, finding himself some new pace now. On these new hards, maybe more comfortable on the hard tire.
Yep, as his Cooper is going to lose a 4th position. He is, I mean Lolo losing 4 positions now. So something's happened. I mean, he is on 16 lap He's on 16 lap old hards, so I think he definitely has to pit now if he doesn't want to lose more positions.
Yeah, now is the time to pit. I'm not really sure why he is dragging his stint, but maybe looking to get onto the soft tire at the end for the last stint, which would be a surprising, a surprising strategy. But yeah, let's see what he ends up doing. But for now, it's just giving him a bit of prejudice for this race.
Yep, as Cooper almost thought of a move down to turn 8 on Mr. Zoxon. But now he's going to get the DRS down the straight.
Using his battery here.
Yep. And Mr. Zoxon with 16 lap old mediums can't really do anything less, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Cooper doing a pretty great race for now. Maybe let's see if he can profit from Marichello pitting. Marichello is surely gonna be exiting the pits behind him, so it's gonna be a net P8 for him.
Yeah, as AJ on Bolter makes the move done, but interestingly, AJ is put on the soft tires.
He did indeed put on the soft tires, so it's gonna be hard now for Balta to get close to him.
As Mr. Zoxon finally pits.
Oh, and we have Phil getting really close to Kizil. Maybe looking to go down for a move. Maybe not in the score, is a bit too far back, but Kizil is already flashing. And Phil, with the battery advantage, is going to look to get the move done on the next straight, I would assume. So we're going to have to keep with him for now, as we see as well on the timetable. Colin and Lolo swapping places, and Lolo losing quite a few places on his whole tires. But here Phil finding himself 5/10 away from Kizil. Kizil getting himself pretty close to Marichello as well. Going for the move here on Marichello.
There we go, blocks him off. Very neat move.
Yep. Oh, and Phil looking to profit from this as well. Phil
Almost
probably.
went.
Yep, go ahead.
Almost went side by side with Marichello. He's gonna go side by side now. Will he get a bit of an advantage? No, but he will get a barrier advantage as he now overtakes Marichello. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he will look to stay into the second of Kizil now. I mean, both drivers are flashing, so it's gonna be a tough thing for both of them. But yeah, for now, Phil and Cooper doing really great as a team.
Yep, indeed. And obviously, we're almost counting down to 10 laps to go, and we've had no safety cars. So yeah, a lot of well, clean-ish racing. Obviously, we saw at turn 1 what happened there, but still, yeah, no safety cars.
I mean, yeah, compared to the tier 1 race, it's much more clean.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, props to all those drivers. We all are doing an excellent job so far. And another team, and I promise this is unbiased, Ferrari is doing really great here. I mean, we have Balta here in P3, temporarily P3 with Big Jossa behind on P4. So both of those drivers performing
Oh,
really well. Oh, and there's been a big
perhaps
crash at the
crash.
back.
And just as we say it, there's a safety car.
Yep.
I knew that curse would happen. The curse strikes again. He's actually crashed into the barrier. I don't know what's happened there, but yeah.
Probably a
perhaps,
crash with Blazer, as I see he has been going into the gravel and yeah, probably involving Lade as well.
So yeah, this will definitely trigger some pit stops. Commentator Jinx strikes again.
Yep, and we have Lolo in the chat saying that he has crashed, so it would look like it's not him driving, so that would explain the drop in pace coming from Lolo. So really sorry for you, Lolo, but yeah, let's hope maybe next race that we get to see more of your pace.
Yeah, so maybe that's why he hasn't pitted, because the AI is a bit brainless.
A bit questionable, shall we say.
I think he would have pitted by now.
Yeah.
Okay, but XD lol though, maybe an advantage. Who knows? Because now he pits on those 17-lap old. Oh, almost crashes into coolest. But let's check what tire he pits on. I think it will be the soft.
Let's look at it.
Or the new mediums. I think they're new mediums.
Yeah, new mediums. So I would reckon he didn't go with the softer allocation, or he didn't have any more softs to go with. But now it's really, yeah, it's gonna be cool to see now because the whole grid is mixed again, and everyone is gonna be on fresh tires. So yeah, Zoxon here maybe being the one that loses out the most because he already used his tires for 2 laps. And 2 laps on the softs is massive.
Yeah. Well, everyone has pitted apart from Lolo, who obviously is not driving, so that's very unfortunate for Lolo.
Yep.
So yeah, that car is definitely going to cause some havoc, I think, because obviously not pitted and will get disqualified at the end anyways.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see here who prevails on those battles, because now we're gonna see even more battles than we did before. Especially with more grip. I think the battles are gonna get really fierce on track.
Oh yeah.
Now, let's just take a look here at Christopher Garthus. Commanding performance until now. Let's see if he can keep it the same way for 9 laps remaining on this race. Followed by AJ in P2. Doing a really great performance. Showing great pace and not getting involved in too many battles, as we've seen. Balta behind him in P3. Doing a very exceptional job so far, considering the pace he had last season wasn't the best. But yeah, it's working well for him. For now, Lolo, of course, disconnected, so we cannot count him as an actual P4. Riccardo Gabetti maybe not finding himself in the best position for for the race on the first stint. But now into a commendable P5, and I'm sure he will be looking to extract as much pace as he can from those soft tires and get to fight with the top 4, for sure.
Yeah.
Big Chelsea behind him with fresh new softs as well. And it's going to be really interesting to see at what point the soft tires will fall off. I think in lap 26 they will instantly fall off, and then the medium runners will get an advantage. But will 3 laps of tire advantage be enough for some of those drivers?
Yeah, so right now we just have to treat it as the Qatar sprint, where obviously the mediums weren't really the ideal tire at the start, but once the races went on, they were definitely the fastest tire. So yeah, we'll have to see. Will AJ get a chance of winning? Who knows?
I mean, I think if he can manage to keep quite close to Christopher Garthus here, he definitely can. But this is gonna be the main challenge though, because of course Christopher's tires are gonna fall off, and it looks like the safety car could even be in this lap. Let's look now if it can actually be in.
No
No,
notification.
not yet. Oh,
there we
it's
go.
gonna be in this lap, yeah. So we're gonna get ready for the restart, and I'm gonna let you lead it.
Okay, right, well, do this. So so AJ though, with the challenge, has to clear a lapped car as Marincello gets a 5-second penalty with a severe collision. I'm guessing it was just a bump, but that's just F123 for you then. So there we go. As Christopher leads us, when will he set off? We'll have to wait and see. As Koteshi probably poising for pitting. I don't know. But when will Christopher set off? There we go. He sets off. So now we're gonna get an all brawl down to turn one. As Garthus already made up the one set. There's a yellow flag somewhere. That's
Kateshi retiring, I believe.
retiring in the pits, and there we go. Another and AJ battling out with Bolter. Is there any turn one mishaps? This time there isn't, which is good. As hold on, seeing and we have a Bolter and AJ wheel to wheel. No contact, so oh, never mind. As I say, they do make contact on the side pod with AJ. There is much action. Oh, bit of contact. Almost a spin for Coolest.
Oh, Coolest going for the move here for Lolo's AI.
That's a very good move. I mean, it's on an AI, but who cares?
Still, and Marincello spinning out Marincello. So yeah, that is gonna be the end of his race for now, as he retires as well on track.
On track, so
not really good.
Yep, Stu's gonna have to talk with him. As XD Lolo makes up a move on Lolo. Down in turn. Oh, and Lolo gets a bit shaky. I say AI, one of my commentators, I forgot.
It's okay, as we know we'll have more battles at the front to look at, especially Big Jossa trying to get as close as he can to Riccardo Gabetti here, and trying to either make Gabetti stay in a Ferrari sandwich or going for the move maybe on him. Let's see. No, it doesn't look to be fast enough to do that, and he's gonna give us a perfect view here for the battle between Balta and Gabetti. Balti managing to keep his position for now, which is really valuable. Can Jossa go for the move here around the outside of Riccardo Gabetti? Let's see. Gabetti tries to resist on the inside with his soft tires. Ooh, braking traction there, and that allows Jossa to go through.
Yep, so that means Ferrari back into P3 and P4, which will score very big points for them in the constructors.
Yeah, really great job there by Big Jossa, and clean fight for Gabetti. Now we can head down into P11, where we see XDLOL trying to get as close as he can to Cooper here into turn 10. Getting that bit of a drift on.
I think it's a bit of a lock-up for Cooper.
Yep, most likely. But yeah, doesn't look like XDLOL is going to be near enough, so we're gonna look at Kiesel for now. Getting ever so close to Riccardo Gabetti, not managing to extract a lot of pace out of these soft tires, so yeah, not the best start to this last stint, to this restart, I should say, as Christopher Gartus gets the fastest lap in, and we see Big Jossa going for the move on Balta at the same time that Kiesel goes for the move on Riccardo Gabetti, and it looks like it's going to be a done move for him.
Very fast through.
Yeah, very fast, and we get here Balta and Big Jossa fighting, or at least trying to get close to each other to not allow Kiesel to go past, and we see Phil going for the move on Riccardo Gabetti. Gabetti opting for the inside here, not managing to put the power down, as he should with those soft tires, so the medium's working pretty well.
He spun out.
Oh, and he's gone. That is a missing win.
And that's his race practically over.
Yeah, that is really unlucky for him, but we're gonna have now to go back to P5 with Kiesel getting ever so close to Balta. Let's check the battery levels. Kiesel is on 40%. And Balta on similar battery levels.
Yep, as you were commentating on that. XD Law and Cooper almost making contact through turn 10.
Oh, as we see,
Almost making
a lot of
contact
fighting.
again. Yep. But XD Law makes the move on Cooper. Very intense fighting through these last laps.
A lot of fighting and
Yeah.
exceptionally good fighting here between Exilol and Cooper. But we're gonna have to go back to Kiesel and Balta ahead after this last turn. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going for any move, so Kiesel here getting really close to Balta. Getting a bit of top speed advantage. Oh, and Big Jossa moves very dangerously there, making a sandwich here.
He's 3 wide to turn 1.
With Kiesel in between. Oh, and Balta. Oh, Balta causing Kiesel to go wide there with contact. So not the cleanest fight here between all three of those drivers.
Yep,
Ferrari employing a bit of doubtful tactics here, but yeah, Kiesel is gonna look to capitalize again on this pace that he has at the moment.
Yep, as Gabetti retires in the pit after that spin. It's a very unfortunate race for Gabetti. But through that turn 1, was quite a lot of...
Oh, Blazer making a tap here on Coolest. And we see Blazer getting the move done for now, but Coolest looking to maintain the inside here. Braking quite early, and that's Blazer off track, so it's gonna give his position to XDLOL. Oh, this is so good.
This restart,
absolutely mental, as we see here. Still Blazer trying to fend off the outside here, almost cutting off Gojover, with Cooper still yeah, getting ever so close to XL and Coolest in front. Oh, and contact here, sending Coolest into a spin, and Cooper getting collected here.
This is cinema material.
Exactly, and we see Phil.
Right as Colin makes a move on Gojova. Makes the move done as is.
Oh my god.
Restart this piece.
This is a really good restart. As we need to look now at Balta maybe going for the move here. Done turn 1 on Phil Malone, but not quite getting close enough. So he's gonna have to wait a bit now.
Zoltan gets a 5-second penalty of ignoring yellow flags.
Oh, that is not good for him. It's gonna just put him further back into the last places of the grid. But wow, I mean, we still have to say that Christopher Garthus is still with a commanding lead with 4.3 seconds of lead for now. So really incredible performance from him. But we see Colin and Blazer in 13 positions here. I would assume so. I don't think they would go for such a risky move on this section of the track. So maybe a bit of team orders going on at this point. But it seems like Balta is the big loser of this fight that has happened to at the front, finding himself in P6. But wow, what an exceptional restart now.
We've had, yeah, definitely. Yeah, speaking of Christopher Garthus, I really hope this guy lands a full-time seat because I'm very excited to see what he has in store.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, showing that pace is testament of really good skill and really good continuous pace. Basically, it's really consistent as well.
Yeah.
Let me now switch to Shinade, getting close to Coolest as well. Let's see if he manages to use the little bit of battery that he has left to get past Coolest, or if he chooses to just stay behind and save his energy for a better fight, maybe.
Yep, there he goes, layer box is open.
Yep.
Makes the move, done just like that, very nice. Oh, next D-Long, Colin goes side by side in turn 1. Coming out of turn 1, I meant. Colin gets ahead, but a bit of wheel bashing between the two, but there we go, Colin has got the move done.
Yeah, he's gotten the move done, but it's not over yet. Ooh, guess still all losing a bit of a bit of grip there. But we have to come back to the fight ahead. We have Kiesel again getting really close to Big Jossa there. Is Big Jossa gonna be able to hold on to his P3 for now? Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult for him as Kiesel is sitting on 25% of battery. And Jossa, no, on the same level of battery, despite being in front. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle we have to keep a close eye on.
Yeah, but I think, don't count Phil. Even though he has a low battery, we definitely have seen that even with low battery, he still has some rampant pace in him. So, yeah, this is the battle for the podium now. as now they approach the end of turn 15 and get out the end of turn 15, and now the DRS will open.
And they will most likely be able to get the move done. Yep, down into turn 1.
All the big Yossa is going to go side by side with into turn 1. Kvyatbona keeps his place. So yeah, very nice defending from Kvyatbona.
Yeah, now let's see if Big Joss is going to be able to go for the move again, but Phil is getting really close here and going for the move! Oh, and crashing into Kiesel and Big Joss! Oh no! That is going to be very bad for Phil, and he's probably gathered some damage as well.
Yeah.
But that allows Balta and Big Joss to form a P4, P5 again. And Kiesel getting the P3 already out of the DRS. Yeah, creating a 1 second gap already to Big Jossa.
Yeah, that was a very unthoughtful move from Phil. You don't really see him do that, but wow.
It is quite common to see him going for last ditch moves on the last few laps of the race, especially for position. But one like that is probably not very usual from him.
Yeah.
Now,
As I
though,
also said, don't count him out on his pace, but as you've seen, pace is not really all that. You need to calculate your moves better.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Phil already not being as fast as he wished he was for this race, so now I think he has pretty much thrown all of his chances of a podium out of the window. But he's still gonna try to go for a move on Balta.
Yep, battery non-existent, but still makes the move on Balta. Yeah, I don't think there's any damage on Phil. But now Balta will fight back because he has a lot of battery. He's just going to get the move done like that because Phil, no battery at all. Doesn't make a last ditch move.
As Cooper retires now onto the pit lane in the last lap of the race, so that is surprising.
Yeah.
But...
Oh!
Oh, Phil going very wide there.
Yeah,
Probably
big
misjudging here his traction.
Yeah. As now Cooper DNFs again.
Yep.
Yeah, he still retains his old tradition.
Yeah, for sure. And we have two. Let's see, because I don't think any move is gonna happen right now. We will eventually have to go back to P1, Christopher Garthus. But those two are getting really close. But in the meantime, we can look at Christopher Garthus heading into the last corner and signing what will be his first LRC win. Really, really commanding win from him. Congratulations to Christopher Garthus for the win. And we see AJ here in second place. Really great performance by AJ, followed by Kiesel getting a really, really good podium here, followed by Big Jossa, Balta, and Phil behind. Phil with a P6, probably hoping for more. Colin in P7, followed by XTLOL and Blazer. Gojover right behind him. We have Shinlade here getting a respectable P10 after Blazer just registers his his time penalties. But wow, what a race, and also what a few final laps after this restart. Holy.
Colin gets the game drive of the day, but obviously we'll set up a poll for this. And actually, who's your personal driver of the day, Era?
It's really difficult to say. I mean, I think there's been quite a few drivers that have really performed. I mean, of course, we can't say that Garthus didn't perform, but I usually would say driver of the day is to someone who we didn't expect to see that performance, that outperformed himself in a particular scenario. So, I'm not sure really, but again, congrats to Christopher Garthus here, getting away with the fastest lap of the race as well. Incredible performance here by him, getting his first LRC win here in Tier 2, so congrats again. Followed by AJ, really understated performance, but getting a solid P2 here, so really well done by the Canadian driver. Kiesel as well, P3, getting the last step of the podium, really good job, and really good battles involving him as well on track. Followed by Big Jossa, Balta, Phil, Colin as well, XLOL, Gojover and Nade will get the last points of this race, followed by, Blazer, Coolest, Zoxan, Lolo, who wasn't driving, and Cooper, who retired as well, I think, in the last lap, and Gabetti, Marinkello, Kateshi, and perhaps the DNFs of this race. Yeah, incredible race.
Yeah, this is Christopher's first season in LC, right?
Yeah, it is his first race as well. So yeah, really, yeah, big statement from him.
So maybe we'll witness a Hamilton 2007-esque season. Who knows?
Yeah, let's see. But yeah, I mean, now we're gonna go into a bit of an intermission as we get prepared for the driver interviews who are coming up next. We're also gonna get a driver of the day poll ready for the viewers and the drivers, so you can vote for your driver of the day and not rely on our commentator opinions, who might be a bit biased or a bit bad. We never know. But yeah, we're gonna get everything ready for you guys, and yeah, we're gonna be back in a bit. Hello, we are now back for the driver interviews after, yeah, a very, how can I say that? A very fierce, fierce race. Yeah, we can call it like that. A lot of battles, impressive performances by multiple drivers, and yeah, I think it's only fair we start interviewing the people who are in interview waiting room. Uh, So let me just take a look at who is there. I will get Sol in as it looks like. No, sorry, I'm gonna get Big Joss in as it looks like is the highest finisher of the bunch. Hello, Big Josser, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Nice. Hello, hello. First of all, congrats for your result, which I believe is before. I don't have the results at hand right now, but you'll.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, which is a really good result from you. We've seen a lot of fights, especially with Balta and Kiesel. Please, yeah, just let us know what went on those fights and what was your, your thought process in those fights.
Yeah, so after turn 2, lap 1, I think I got an illegal overtake which was not right, so I got a 5-second penalty, which put me a little bit on the back foot after the first stops. So I was a bit more back than I would have hoped because I was just clean in P2 in the first stint, and then I got a bit more on the back foot during the second stint. So I had a bit more ground to make up, and then yeah, some incidents happened which are not really I'm not really happy with, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, so I guess overall, not the cleanest fighting for you. Getting involved in quite a few battles with a bit of contact. So I guess a lot of this is gonna go to the steward's room, if you can call it like that. So yeah, what do you make of this race? Is it a result that you expected? A result that is better or worse than what you expected?
I think I would have been around top 5. I expected top 5, top 6. I'm a bit higher than expected because I expected to Colin to be a bit higher, Ricardo to be a bit higher, but in the first stint, because the P1 is also reserve, so I thought he would get a disqualification because he's reserved. So then I would win the race when I was P2. So I hoped on from the win, but then I got a 5-second penalty, of course, which I served and then really dropped me back. But I think overall positive race from me and my teammate also. So I think lots of positives to take to Jeddah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, considering, yeah, and I can confirm that Chris is gonna get disqualified, not due to anything of his fault, but it is a rule. We have 4 reserves; their points do not count, so he still gets temporarily his victory. But yeah, whoever got P2 is gonna get. So AJ is gonna get the win. So yeah, that is all from
P2
me.
for me then.
Yeah, exactly. Which puts you in a podium, which is really
Yeah,
great for the
and I
first race.
think probably P2 because Kiesel will get a penalty for the incident with my teammate.
Well, that is out of my jurisdiction, so we're gonna have to wait and see after the store decisions get released. But yeah, I hope everything gets fixed after the store decisions. And yeah, congrats again for your race and your result. And yeah, that is gonna be all from me. I'm gonna ask Kvyatbona if he has anything to ask.
Yep, I have one question. Because obviously in this race we did see a lot of good work, good teamwork from your teammate, Sol. And I think it just popped to my mind. Are you thinking of maybe a constructors fight with the other teams? Because you show really good teamwork out there with you and your teammate.
Yeah, we're just trying to get a best result for the team possible. And of course, the 5-second penalty put me on the back foot behind my teammate, so we had to do some teamwork to get ahead again. But I think we work together really well, and that's also great for the constructors to get P3 and P4 in the end here. So before any penalties. So
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, maybe who knows? Maybe we'll have a constructor style fight between you two. But yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure there'll definitely be a lot of stake for you and your teammate to be rewarded with. Yeah, that's all for me now.
Yeah. All right. Well, then thank you, Kvyatbona, for the questions, and thank you, Big Joseph, for being here with us in the commentators booth. I'm gonna release you, and yeah, congrats again for the result, and I'll see you next time.
Yes, thank you. See you next week.
See ya.
Yep. See you, mate.
All right. So after Joss, I will get here Saul for his interview, as it looks like we don't have that many people who want to be interviewed. Let me get Saul here in the commentator booth. Hello, Saul.
Oh, hello.
Yes, so we've stolen you from the interview waiting room to ask you, how was the race for you? We've seen a lot of fighting, a lot of collaboration with your teammates, quite a bit of contact as well with Kiesel. Run us through all of this.
It was a pretty good race, I would say. There was had
Oh, shit.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. It was quite a good race. Made some decent overtakes, and I actually had good pace for once. So I'm quite surprised about that. But yeah, it could have been. I feel like it could have been a double podium for the team, but certain McLaren happened.
Yeah, we've seen quite a bit of fighting, which wasn't maybe the cleanest with Kiesel,
I-
but I would guess all
yeah,
of this is going to be investigated by the stewards.
I got it damaged my front wing. Yeah, I
Oh,
was pretty much driving the final third of the race with a damaged wing.
okay, so that would explain. Well, it doesn't explain anything because really your pace was really good all throughout the race. But yeah, it seems like you were a bit on the back foot in the last stint, so I guess that would explain that slight bit of drop in pace. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, congrats again. Really, I think you in the end will get P5 with the disqualification of Christopher Garthus and potential penalties coming. Sorry, the McLaren's way. So
Didn't I finish P5 on track?
I don't know, to be real, but yeah, it's either P4 or P5 for you. So yeah, we'll see how it all unravels after those two decisions get released. But yeah, despite the finishing position, it's obviously a very good result and very good race from you. And yeah, what do you reckon the next race is gonna be like for you?
I'm not too sure. I don't really like Jeddah, but I said the same about Bahrain. I don't like it, but hopefully I can throw the same pace again.
Yeah, Jeddah proving to be a difficult track for wheel to wheel. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what you can do and what Ferrari can do on the next track, which is going to be a sprint race. Any opinions on the sprint race?
I mean, it's all right.
All right, great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly not its biggest hater. We
Well,
all know that is.
yeah, I would assume. Well, not Max Con, because Max Con really loves sprints. He said he wanted the full calendar to be sprint races. So, yeah,
True,
I don't know.
true.
Must be someone else then. I don't know. Must be the wind.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is gonna be everything for me. Do you need to add anything, Sol? Any comment to this race?
No, not really.
All right, then it's gonna be everything from me. Does Kvyatbona have anything to ask?
No, not at all.
All right, so it's gonna be all from us. Congrats again on the result, and we'll see you next week in Jeddah.
See you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Okay, we kind of cut it out there. Sorry for that, Sol. So now we're gonna get. Honestly, I should take a screenshot of the finishing order. It's always tough to remember, but well, Phil is deafened, so we're not gonna get him in. Maybe we'll get perhaps in. No, Cooper. We're gonna get Cooper in. Hello, Cooper.
He's not in the voice chat.
He's not in the. What the hell? Did he just?
think
Yeah,
he-
it just disconnected.
I think he left at the last minute.
Well, that is really poor timing. So we're gonna get perhaps in as a replacement for him. So, hello, perhaps.
Hello.
So, I wanted your reaction specifically because you've had what seemed like a really good race in the first stint with a lot of fighting, really close fighting, showing decent pace all throughout. But then came the moment of the spin, something you had trained apparently in the formation lab. So, can you let us know what happened there?
Skill issue. Ran out of skill mid corner. Just like what else can I say? Absolutely shit. Just went on the power too early, spun, broke my front wing. God damn it.
Yeah, despair. Despair would be.
Despair, pain.
Yeah, I definitely get that. Any thought, any comment about the battles you had on track? I think you were pretty close to coolest all throughout the race until you spun, and then I think even XT lol.
Yeah, most of the battles I had were very nice, except Blazer. But
Surprised.
that's Blazer for you.
Yeah.
He ended up taking me out, which was very, very epic.
Oh, so yeah, we've seen during the live stream a lot of contact, a lot of fighting involving Blazer, especially with Coolest. And yeah, if you're telling he had a bit of contact with you, it's not really, it doesn't come really as a surprise. He's a driver that usually gets involved a lot with contact on track.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess just down to his nature, a bit more aggressive driving from him, I would guess. So yeah, let's see.
Grow up.
Yeah, tell me.
He needs to grow up. Just,
Okay, well, we're gonna go to the next question, which is, what is? Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry, who needs to grow up? I've not heard it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just
Okay,
skip
cool,
this.
cool, cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I do. I'm quite small. So, and Pablo as well. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ask you, what is your expectation for Jeddah? It's gonna be a sprint race as well.
Last season sprint race got a podium, so hope I'll do fine. Now I've said that, I'm probably gonna just DNF, but I hope I'll do way better. It is a way better track than this, but it's way narrower, so I actually no, nothing's gonna happen again. No, there's not gonna be a sad. It's don't forget about it. Tier 2 is way too clean.
Yeah, the anti-jinx
Blazer.
technique.
Yeah, it's.
Yep.
I don't get it. It's too clean.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we've seen
Every
definitely.
time I'm like, man, I need a safety car. It just doesn't happen. It never happens.
Yeah, we've seen definitely. Yeah, a bit of a reduction of safety cars compared to tier 1, going from 5 safety cars to 1. So yeah, I mean, I think it's good on tier 2 drivers, I would guess, but hearing that Blazer is still doing Blazer things, maybe doesn't paint tier 2 in the best light, but yeah, I mean, still, we've gotten a lot of fights that were clean outside of fights involving Blazer, so yeah, congrats again on keeping alive for the first stint and part of the formation lap, but the rest wasn't that good for you. So let's hope in Jeddah you get to replicate what happened last season and get a podium.
Yeah.
We can
Why
hope.
not?
We can only hope, right?
Yeah. We can always hope, but
All right. Well, thank you for the interview. That is going to be all from me. I don't know if Kvyatbona has anything to ask.
No, not really.
All right. So you are free to go. Thank you for being with us in the commentator booth. And I wish you the best of luck for the next race in Jeddah.
thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
All right. Very interesting interview there, getting the insight of fights with Blazer. So, who is left to be in our commentator booth? Oh, this one is going to be spicy. We need to get Phil in here. And yeah, here is Phil. Hello, can you hear us?
Hello, yeah.
So, we have, well, we have a hot topic to talk about. But first of all, I want to congratulate you for the fights you have had prior to that incident, which we're gonna talk about in a second. Yeah, you showed really great racecraft. Really, yeah, quite a lot of patience, to be honest. Maybe not the pace you were expecting, or maybe a bit of drop in pace compared to what we've seen last season. But yeah, still gravitating there in P6, P7, usually following closely Slinks or Slinks being right behind you. So yeah, just let me know how it all went for you.
It went better than expected, honestly. It, I had more pace than I anticipated going into this weekend. Bahrain is certainly not one of my strongest tracks, which are in the F1 calendar. That's for sure. Why I probably not as fast as like last season is probably just pretty easy that we have a lot of really fast guys now in tier 2. That's probably a big reason why I can't get the positions that I normally aim for. Still P6 in the end, I think is fine. I wanted more, and yeah, then I outdid myself a bit.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about the move that we're gonna probably have a replay of in the clips for stream section of the stream.
I actually doxed myself this time. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we're gonna manage to take a look at it. But yeah, what was your intention there? Because of course, what we've seen on stream was you outbreaking yourself and cutting the corner to, of course, avoid crashing into Kiesel, or it is, of course, what it looked like to me. But yeah, I'd like to have your insight on this specific moment.
Yeah, like I said, it was the ending phase. I tried to I maybe got a bit ahead of myself and thought maybe I could get a podium, maybe under the right circumstances, because I could keep up with Kies at certain points. But I had to get rid of that pesky Ferrari first, and yeah, I tried to replicate the overtake I did on Ricardo in the same turn, but I just missed the breaking point, and then I realized my mistake instantly when I saw how much speed I had, and I tried to avoid to crash into Kiesel, as you said, and that's why I cut the corner. I gave both positions back, of course, but it is still not the greatest thing I have ever done. I have to say that.
Yeah, which is really fair explanation from you. I remember something really similar happening with me, and yeah, despite trying to avoid the crash, it's sometimes too difficult to stop the car in time, and yeah, I mean it's a shame.
It was also a bit of bad timing that Kiesel was just there when I tried to do the avoiding actions.
Yeah, it is true, but of course, the blame cannot be put on Kiesel for that, and
No, of course not. That's not what I'm trying to do. Oh God.
yes, I get that. But yeah, I mean, really unlucky and unfortunate ending to the race for you and for Kiesel, by that matter.
Although I think he finished in third or second. I think third.
So no, on track, Christopher got the win, then followed by AJ, and then in P3, who was it?
I think it was Kiesel. I saw a McLaren.
It might have been. So something we will have to confirm after the stream, and also after the steward decision gets released, because a lot of penalties are gonna be applied, I would presume. But yeah, I mean, yeah, despite that, yeah, it's the low light of your race, but you've had many highlights, especially for a track that you recognize you weren't the fastest at. That was still a pretty good drive.
Yeah, thank you at least. When I did, I had good pace, and like the actual battles were actually pretty fun. You know, like I was really surprised that I could make overtakes on track, and that I was as high up on the field as I was like in the end. So that is really good for me. Especially as I said, Bahrain is not my favorite tracks. Oh my god, I see the amount of tickets right now. Holy shit!
Oh, it's not looking good. Okay.
Yeah,
Big night today.
Rev.
I just saw that is on yeah I got reported, which is fair.
Yeah, it's fair, and it's gonna be something the stewards will look at. Again, congratulations for the race that you've had, showing good racecraft until that low light moment. But yeah, what do you feel the next race is gonna be like for you in Jeddah, especially knowing it's a sprint?
Normally Jeddah is better for me. Like the track actually has grip. That is like the biggest difference between Bahrain and Jeddah. The track has grip.
Yep, it's gonna prove very valuable for most drivers.
Yeah, and personally I really like Jeddah. I don't know where I'm pace wise compared to the others. But we will see. We will see.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you can build on this race and yeah, provide us good racing again, especially in a track where, yeah, racecraft is really important. You either touch a car or touch a wall, so it's gonna be really critical to judge every move very patiently and judge every move really well. But yeah, that's gonna be all from me. Don't know if Kvyatbona has any question.
No, not really. But apart from having a question, just say good luck for Saudi.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, then it's going to be everything from us. Thank you, Phil, for being in the commentator booth with us. And
Yeah, thank you.
I wish you the best of luck for the next race in Jeddah.
Yeah, bye bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. That is the interview with Phil. I'm going to get Mr. Zoxon here in the commentator booth. Hello, Zoxon.
Yeah.
So, run us through your race. We've seen a bit of what I would call an underperformance from you, pace-wise, on this track. Was it the setup? Was it just your pace on this track that is naturally not very good? Or was it another factor we have not mentioned?
I guess it was like the setup and the pace. They're both not in the best condition. Well, qualifying could have been better. First run I fucked up in turn 3, and the second run I assume I would get better in turn 3. I fucked it up even more. So yeah, then came the race. Yeah, first of all, pace wasn't there, and the second part was like the thing that happened in like the restart. That was a bit unfortunate, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so I would guess a lot of reports being created at the moment, including yours. As Phil mentioned, quite a few tickets have been created, and I can see them. You already have something like something like 10 tickets already. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what the finishing positions are gonna be. And yeah, regarding racecraft and battles on track, do you have any specific driver to mention with who you'd have you have had a great battle with?
Great battle. I guess it's like it was routine. Like one is getting overtaken, the other one is also overtaken. Well, it's not like we had like battles. It was just like yeah, a bit of pace difference.
Right, okay. So yeah, let's hope for a more entertaining race from you in Jeddah, and also let's hope for a better overall pace from you, because I know you've shown quite a bit of pace last season and mainly consistency, which was your strongest point in your LRC career. Yeah, just tell us, how do you think you will be able to perform in Jeddah? Is it a good track for you?
I guess it's a good track. I had like a good pace a few weeks ago in a like a 5-lapper race. Yeah, I guess I can do a lot of stuff. And another another thing I will turn on, I guess it's the racing line. I have seen that in two crucial parts, the braking signs were already gone in lap 1. So yeah, I'm gonna turn on the line again.
Yeah, and I believe doing so, breaking the braking boards on purpose is something that is penalizable. So, just letting you know in case you wanted to report it. And there is also, yeah, I guess consistency is just gonna improve for you with the racing line. So, yeah, if that provides good value for you, it will be, yeah, just another sign of improvement from you. So, yeah, I'm hoping to see you performing again at your level in Saudi Arabia. And yeah, I don't know if Kvyatbona has any question for you.
Nope. Apart from good luck for Saudi Arabia.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, then that is going to be all from us. Thank you for being here. And I wish you the best of luck for the next race in Jeddah.
I thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. So I think, yep, that is everyone for the interviews. So we're gonna now head into the clips for stream section. Let me just make sure everything is right here in the stream. Yes, it looks like everything is good. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna stream now. I'm gonna now stream this for Kvyatbona so he can be with me. All right. Yep. There we go. So you can look at the videos with me. You're gonna hear yourself. Just warning you. But yeah, there we go. We have the first clip submitted here by. Wait. Hold on. Oh no, we have a clip before that from perhaps. With a questionable name. So let's look at it.
Laser dumb.
So we see Nade and Blazer here heading into this turn. Oh, Blazer very
The
fresh.
contact happened.
Oh yeah, it
There
is.
we go.
Mitä vittua tapahtui siinä?
He said something. I can't hear it.
Yeah, he said something in Finnish, which is probably not very good words. But yeah, let's look at it again. So here we see Blazer having an oversteer moment and yeah, just turning into Shinlade, which has a chain reaction and yeah, just makes Shinlade go into the back of perhaps, sending him into a spin.
Mitä vittua tapahtui?
Yeah, really unlucky there for perhaps. Yeah, not the way he would have liked his race to end, and especially being P13 with hard tires. Yeah, he would have had probably a better last stint waiting for him. Let's go now into the second clip provided here by Riccardo Gabetti. Here, I believe I can fly is the caption. That can only be promising. It's really quiet.
One screen user. I think, yeah.
Yep, it is. Here with Phil. Oh, yeah, and that is...
Ben. I was with him.
Yeah, the moment of all time where Gabetti crashed outside of this section, which is... yeah, granted, it's really easy to do, especially on more worn soft tires. So I think that was one lap after the restart, so maybe his tires were already falling off a bit. Yeah, maybe. So yeah, unlucky here. Just a bit too aggressive on the throttle, and yeah, it's pretty much unsavable at this point. So yeah, really unlucky here for... oh, it's really interesting to see. 21 and 22% at the rear. So yeah, it's an information that can be useful for every driver watching and every team watching. So we get Kiesel now with... What the hell is this POV? Oh, it's a phone video.
Very lovely quality.
Just going for a move. Getting the move done. Yeah, we can't see too much with this FOV, to be really honest.
Yeah. Make sure you record him.
Yeah, but yeah, I think this is a move we might have caught on stream, so maybe we'll have it in better quality on stream. But yeah, thanks Kiesel still for submitting this overtake. And yeah, great move.
Another turn 12.
Yeah, another full recording, which is here Kizil chasing down what I believe is Balta and Big Jossa. Oh yeah, that was Big Jossa here. Oh yeah, what we caught on stream there. Kizil being in a sandwich here and turning in with Balta's front wing there. Yeah, something that surely will be reviewed by the stewards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, how loud is this? Okay, so we have potato quality Kateshi back at it again, but
Wow.
still content. So let's look at it. Oh my god.
Wow.
What the hell was that? I think that was Go Jover going...
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, yeah, misjudging his breaking point for turn 1 and taking a bit of Kateshi's front wing with it.
Yeah, that's why I played.
Yeah, that is exactly why he pitted. Yeah, unlucky there for Kateshi, and I would guess that is one of the 5 bajillion reports we're gonna see. Phil saying this wasn't me. I have no idea what he's referring to, but sure. Oh yeah, we have a fan of AJ also in the chat that I didn't notice before. P2 on debut race. Well, it looks like it's an official P1 if he doesn't get any penalties, so even better for AJ. Okay, I'm not going to open this file, but we're gonna skip to the next one. Next time, please send an embed or upload it to Streamable or YouTube. Now we can look at this clip from Mr. Zoxon, named Tier 1, Tier 2 moment. So he had to correct himself. So I would guess it's some dirty racing.
Face cam as well, yeah, I saw. He sent next wave the other face cam. It's very awesome, I guess.
Yep. Really careful here
Yeah.
from Zoxon. Going almost down to 50 kph here at the start. Nothing happening so far, and there we go.
That's what happened.
Yep. The moment of all time.
Okay.
With his reaction, really understated here reaction. So let's look again here in turn 2 what happened. So I think it was a tangle there with XTLOL and oh yeah, and the Lolo I think, which we've caught at the start of the stream.
Oof.
Yeah.
Managed to avoid it though.
Yeah, somehow avoided it. So seeing himself in P16 after this incident. So yeah, the aftermath is no damage somehow.
Yeah.
So congrats to him. This wasn't me, Gabetti dying. Let me see.
Ooh.
Gabetti dying. Oh yeah, no, we know it wasn't you, don't worry. So now, my clips don't have audio for some reason. Yeah, I can imagine what reason it was. So let's look at the first Phil clip here.
No Phil raging this time.
Oh.
Yeah.
52 brake bias is interesting. Oh, he's using ABS, never mind. Okay, a bit of contact here with Balta. Oh, and this exact oh, we got so lucky there.
Yeah.
Oh, the ghosting there was spot on for him. Damn. Well, look at this. It was probably like last frame of it. Let me see if I get the exact moment. Look at this. It's at this moment that Kizel ghosts.
Ghost, yeah.
Yeah, he still makes contact with
Yeah, a bit of contact with
the AlphaTauri, with Lolo.
Lolo, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Then yeah, an insane stroke of luck.
Yeah, definitely.
Contact between the Red Bull and Alpine, but
Yeah. Now on to the second clip. Kulas and perhaps fighting ahead. Oh yeah, I think we've cut that one or a part of it where he tries to go for the double overtake here.
mm-hmm.
Or was it not this one? Yeah, he gets the outside here on Coolest. Bit of drifting there ahead by perhaps. And yeah, that is a great move on Coolest there. So that is not the move I expected to see. How can you play with 52 brake bias? ABS, yeah, as Phil confirms here.
Yeah.
So another move here with a battle involving perhaps.
So this is
We've
the
cut this
ultimate.
one.
Simple move, really. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, simple move, but still managing to keep it clean. And props to perhaps as well, which was his Hex teammate in Aston Martin last season. So a bit of sympathy here between both of the drivers, I would imagine, on track. So really cool to see.
Yeah.
You get even more furious soon. Oh, that is when Phil was really close to Riccardo Gabetti.
A bit of weaving.
Just a bit of waving, reminiscent of a certain British and so-called Portuguese driver we've had in the league. But yeah, just a simple move here on Riccardo Gabetti, DRS overtake with the advantage of a bit more ERS management, so well done. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this because I'm gonna have to set up the scenes and stuff right now. I would say next time, Christopher, please send as an embed, so as those drivers are doing right now, as a Twitch clip also, or as a or as a YouTube or streamable link. So another clip from Phil. Again, the main provider of the clips today.
Yeah. As always.
Yeah, really close to Marinkelo. Wasting his battery here to go for a move here.
Yeah.
And I believe he got DRS here on Kiesel. If you look at it, he's right on the detection point and he's 1 second off from Kiesel. So he got the 2-in-1 there. So going for the move there, pretty smart from him. Then Zoxen clip with Jover. Oh, and it was Joe over.
Oh, the contact with the
Jova.
Alpines, I thought that.
Isn't it Jover? With a 157 heart rate here. So yeah, we should worry about him. It's getting a bit high, but I guess accidents like this is what makes your heart rate go up. Joe Biden racing. He isn't the only one. At least go Jover. Oh yeah, I guess he did something similar to you. Tier 3 moment. What is this? There is no tier 3, so I want to see what it will look like.
Be 3 wide down to one.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
That can't even manage to get him. Oh my god. That is terrible.
Yeah. The greatest standards of
Where?
Yeah, I have no idea what that means, but his heart rate 172 here, with 2 guys behind him going faster than him, so it's, yeah, 174. It's interesting to see that go up. 175. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Getting sandwiched here by the Red Bulls, and then go Jover again, hitting. Forced to go off track, so yeah. Really unfortunate here for Zoxen. A clip called Laha. So we're gonna watch the clip. Coolest and Cooper there. Getting nah.
Oh, for God's sake, man.
Yep.
I don't think there's any other flags as well. I don't know.
I will not hand it over. I
Wow.
will
Wait.
I'll get a penalty, but I will.
Wait, rewind it and see if there's any other flags.
Yeah, let's
So
see.
that's probably the common occurrence, yep.
So yellow flag still gets the move done. Yeah, it's because it wasn't yellow flags. But this is, I need to say, it's a bit stupid because both of the cars were basically stopped, and there's not much that Zoxon could have done here. He isn't required to completely slow down and just let them go. So yeah, I think those 5 seconds will get removed.
Codemasters. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, again, Bugmaster's hitting again.
Yeah.
So now we have Grenade, also known as Shin Lade. providing us a clip for today. Oh, let's watch this reaction again. The other POV of the clip provided by Perhaps.
What the fuck, Blazer?
And indeed, what the fuck, Blazer?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the best racecraft here from Blazer. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Phil, for saying Zoxel basically asks woo, and woo. I don't know, I don't know what he was asking really, but yeah, by far my best overtake this race. Yeah, I really doubt that. I don't think it's gonna be. Yeah, it's probably gonna be.
I'll wait to watch the clip below.
No, I don't think it's gonna be the move we were expecting.
No.
But yeah,
Yeah,
he's still got
Side by side.
a bit of
Side corner.
side by side action. Yeah, and I think I think it's just later that he got. Oh yeah, and by far my very worst overtake this race. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is the clip of all time.
I need to find the sound for this. Hold on.
Oh, there's no sound. Come on. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that is something we wouldn't expect from Phil. I mean, as I said on stream, is someone that we usually expect to go for how can I say, opportunistic moves in the dying laps of a race, especially for position. But yeah, not in this fashion for sure. Let's see where he decides to break here. So he breaks at the 100-meter board, knowing he had a lot of speed differential with the car ahead, with DRS, slipstream, and battery. So yeah, I guess he didn't consider that and ended up crashing into Kiesel while still trying to avoid him. All right.
Yeah.
That's it. Good night. Okay. Good night, Phil. And a clip from Sol. Let's see if Discord wants to show me the clip. It does, yeah. Fight here with Perhaps. Not quite getting the move done. Oh, Fred Phil going for the move there. Opportunistic, and it's lap 1.
Yeah, he threw it again.
Yeah, the guy on P2 and P3 killed each other at turn 2 and I had to cut, but then I got illegal overtake. So I have 5-second penalty.
Licht comes here. From Big Jossa to his teammate Sol. Or Balta. And yeah, resisting the attacks there. From Perhaps and Phil. So yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
To the next clip here following Cooper. Looking to get the move done. And he does, as it seems like Cooper backs out a bit earlier.
Yeah.
So well done here.
About to get on the brakes more later. I have more idea.
Yep. Here we have Coolest. Wait. Oh, good luck, we need it. Yeah. This is a bit of a jigs. I'll let you guys just watch this.
Oh, that was a bit tight there. Look at the amount of 3 Ys we had in turn 1, that's crazy.
Yeah.
There's the contact.
Coolest managed to avoid it. So doing even better than Phil, to be honest. So he gets the... Coolest here gets the prize, the award for avoidance of the race. I mean, let me see how close it was. Great reaction here. I mean, seeing this frame here, I think, gives it away. And yeah, managed to avoid, was that Kateshi? Yeah, Kateshi stopped on track there. and managed to rejoin the truck safely. So yeah, good job.
Yeah, definitely.
Epic start here. Coolest is stealing my thing. Dodging stuff, yep. It's doing better. You have to step your game up, Phil. Pretty decent start here from perhaps heading into turn 1. Keeping it safe. Everyone kept it relatively safe here for turn 1. As we head into turn 2 and we see the big fuckery happening at the front. And yeah, strangely not getting any illegal overtake, which you would expect from this masterpiece of a game. But well done from perhaps. Really well done. PRS overtake. Drag reduction system. Move here on the final lap from Balta on Phil. Oh, Phil getting really close here. Almost outbreaking himself and going into the back of Balta. But not doing so. So doing better than what he did a few laps early. And we see here the last clip from Sol. Heading into turn 10. Zox unlocking his rears really well there. Honoring the number 25 year Zoc. Getting the inside and doing really well there to get the move on. And yeah, that is gonna be all for this clips for stream section. I think Kvyatbona is muted, so I'm gonna do the closure of this stream by myself. And yeah, thank you everyone for, yeah, it's better if I switch seats already because the memes are gonna start. So yeah, I'm just gonna switch here to a random scene. Yeah, this one, stream ending, because the stream is indeed ending. So thank you everyone for tuning in into the stream. It was a pleasure to commentate this race alongside Kvyatbona, who I'm sure is also looking to thank you all to have been there to spectate this race with us.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you everyone. That was a banger of a race. Really good performances, really good spectacle, a lot of fights, quite a lot of collisions as well, which I hope will be drastically reduced for the next races. But yeah, really well done on the tier 2 drivers. And yeah, I don't know if Kvyatbona has anything to say for the closure of this stream.
Nothing much other than, yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and good night.
Alright, good night everyone, and we'll catch you on the next stream in Jeddah for the sprint race here in tier 2. Goodbye!
Bye bye.